After starting these containers, we need also start the portal manually, because in the sun release, the OpenO portal hasn't been dockerized, and we need to start it manually. So we need start the portal. Okay, in this script we try to stop the portal first if it has been started. So since it hasn't been started, so there are some exceptions, so you can ignore it. So after starting the portal, the web server, we should redis the portal to the microservice bus. So we need redis the portal to the microservice bus 172.16.77.2. This is the IP address of the microservice bus. The next parameter is the IP address of the portal. It should be the address of the computer on the network that we created for the OpenO. So it should be 172.16.77.1. Okay, now you can go to the web page for the microservice bus. You click the iOS service, the user interface. You refresh it. And you can see that portal has been registered with a microservice bus. And now you can access the portal through this URL, OpenOUI portal common main page. Okay, now you can see the first page of the OpenO portal. And we still need to do some a little more preparation before we can provision our enterprise to data center network service. So we need to start the simulated network controllers and register them to the ESR. These controllers will be used in our enterprise to data center scenario, the use case. Controllers start. Here we use a Moco server to do some simple simulation of the network controller used on our testbed, so that we can run SDN-O in one simulated environment. So after starting these controllers, we need to register them to ESR. Also, we need to first give the IP address of the MSB. There is the IP address that these simulated controllers are running. So it should also be the IP address of your computer on the network created for OpenO. Okay, now we have registered these controllers to ESR. The next step is that we need to start the simulated SFC, service function chaining driver, and register to driver manager. Because currently we don't have the controllers for SFC, and the SFC driver talk with a network device directly. To avoid simulate the interaction between SFC driver and the network devices, we decided to simulate the SFC driver directly. So we need to run the following command: SFC start and register. We need to give the first parameter the IP address of the IP address of the microservice bus, and the next is the IP address of your computer on the network created for OpenO. Not only the network controllers, we should also import the network equipment needed in our enterprise data center use case. Mainly, we need to create 5 network equipment. More specifically, it's a SYNC at the enterprise side, VCP at the POP side, gateway, firewall, and load balancer at the data center. So to create this network equipment in the OpenO system, we will run the following command: the parameter is also the IP address of microservice bus, because all of the microservices will register to microservice bus, and we access all of them through the MSB, the microservice bus. Okay, now we have started all of the microservices, the simulate controllers, simulate the SFC drivers, and we also register the network controller CSR and import the topology data to the database of the OpenO. Before we provision